All right. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem performed here at Orlando Christian Prep High School. It is time now for the marquee matchup of this showdown in O-Town. I'm Bobby Allen once again. Appreciate you tuning in for this very highly anticipated matchup between two very good basketball clubs. First, starting lineups for the visitors on the scoreboard. The Panthers of Dr. Phillips High School coming into this matchup at 10-3 on the season. They will start at guard a 6'6" senior, number 2, Riley Kugel. 6'4" senior, number 11, Jackson Slater. Let's see, number 1, 6'4" senior, Denzel Aberdeen. A 6' senior, 6'10" senior guard, number 21, Ernest Uday, and a 6'4" sophomore, number 4, Jordan Tillery. So Kugel, Slater, Aberdeen, Uday, and Tillery. And for OCP, Orlando Christian Prep, they will start at forward, number 2, Vin Allen Lubin, a 6'8" senior. Also starting a 6'4" senior guard, number 3, A.J. Brown. 6'10" junior, number 13, Jaden Hastings. 6'4" sophomore, number 20, Isaiah Brown. And at guard, a 6' sophomore, number 4, Amir Ramadan. So OCP will start Lubin, Brown, Hastings, Isaiah Brown, and Amir Ramadan. If you're just joining us, Dr. Phillips boasts 3 highly ranked players. Ernest Uday at 6'10", committed to Kansas. Uday will wear number 21. Also Riley Kugel, 6'6", forward, committed to Mississippi State. He will wear number 2 for Dr. Phillips. And also Denzel Aberdeen, 6'4", committed to Florida. Aberdeen wears number 1. Dr. Phillips will have the dark uniforms, navy with baby blue pinstripes, white numerals and lettering. And Orlando Christian Prep will be in all white with blue and gold numerals and trim. OCP, Vin Allen Lubin, one of their star players who wears number 2, is committed to Notre Dame. And also A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown wears number 3. He is headed to Ohio University. And Jaden Hastings, the 6'10" junior for OCP, is going to be one of the top players in his class next season. It'll be interesting to see where he elects to take his talents for his college career. As mentioned, this place is absolutely packed. They were at capacity earlier. A crowd outside waiting to get in, so as people leave, they can refill the seats. A very popular showcase day of basketball here in Central Florida as it pitted public schools versus private schools. Again, Dr. Phillips will be moving left to right on your screen, wearing the navy, dark navy uniforms, baby blue trim, white numerals and lettering, OCP, and all whites. In the middle, it'll be Jalen Hastings and Ernest Uday, 2 6'10" centers to tip it up. And this game will be underway. Here's the tip, and it's going to be controlled by the Panthers for their first possession of the game. Slater walks it across the timeline, high post to Uday. Back to Slater. They're going to try the right side now as OCP comes out. Pressure defense. There's a 3 right corner, no good. Rebound, Dr. Phillips. Another offensive opportunity. And OCP will be under the direction tonight of Tim Thomas, filling in for Treg Burke, who is out due to illness. Slater gives it to Lubin out top. Now they'll work the left side. Back to Lubin across court. Crosses over. Pitches right corner. 3 up and good. Amir Ramadan with a triple. 3-0 lead for the Panthers of Dr. Phillips. Here's OCP's first chance. They're going to swing it around top of the key, try to get it inside. They're going to look for the junior Hastings, and he's up against a tough opponent tonight in Uday, the Kansas commit for Dr. Phillips. Here we go. Kugel's going to take it. Out top, it goes to Slater. Underneath, shot put up, Uday, no good. Rebound falls to Jaden Hastings. 6:27, first quarter just underway here in the showcase of the showdown in O-Town. Lubin drops it inside. Good cut by A.J. Brown. Tip is put up and in. 3-2. OCP gets on the board. Here's Dr. Phillips, who has it out top. Hands off to Aberdeen, and right back to Uday, and he lays it up and in for an easy 2. OCP brings it across the midcourt stripe. They'll run it through Ramadan. He gets a high screen from Lubin. Back to Lubin on top of the key. Fakes the 3, drives in the lane. Ball knocked out of his hands. Gets it back. Now stripped again. Good steal. Just right of center. A 3 put up by Aberdeen, and he nails it. Denzel Aberdeen. Dr. Phillips crowd makes some noise as they extend their lead to 6th largest of the game at 8-2. Here's a near steal on the far side, saved into play, and it is going to be a turnover. Taking it end to end for the 2-hand dunk. For Dr. Phillips, Aberdeen throws it down and gives the Panthers a 10-2 lead early. Timeout OCP. We'll be back in a moment here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Little one, you're gonna grow, and then you're gonna go. Now I'll be waiting, waiting for you back home. So many little things I wanna say, but I know, yes I know you'll be okay. I know, yes I know you'll be okay. Yes I know you'll be okay.
And we'll get back into the Varsity Sports Network's coverage of the showdown in O-Town. Sorry for the audio difficulties there at the end of the first quarter. We do apologize. Our score after 1, Dr. Phillips 21, Orlando Christian Prep 7. It has been all Panthers, led by Jordan Tillery with 7 points. Denzel Aberdeen with 5, 3 for Riley Kugel, and 4 for Ernest Uday. OCP led by A.J. Brown with 5 and Isaiah Brown with 2. We'll see what corrections OCP can make offensively. And you got to credit Dr. Phillips' defense. They haven't allowed too many good looks for OCP. The Warriors have the basketball, moving right to left. It'll be Ramadan top of the key, working with Lubin. Tries to set a high screen and a whistle, and it's going to be 5 seconds called. Turnover number 4 for OCP. Dr. Phillips will have the basketball. I want to give a shout out to a couple of people listening. The biggest basketball fan I know, Garrett Hager, listening in and watching tonight from Nicholasville, Kentucky. And also Chris and Aiden McGraw tuning in. We appreciate them checking out coverage of high school sports here on the Varsity Sports Network. Here's Mississippi State's future commit. Kugel, long 3, no good. Ramadan pulls down the rebound. He'll be guarded by Aberdeen. High post to Lubin. Shot off the mark. Dr. Phillips gets it once more. Aberdeen brings it up the court again. Crosses the timeline. 7:07 to play, second quarter. Casido hands it back to Aberdeen. Working on Ramadan. Ernest Uday comes out. Shadow screen. Now they'll swing it cross court. Sheffield back to Casido. His 3 no good. And now we have a whistle and a foul. And I believe they're going to call this on Akiri, who has checked in for OCP. They're going to get him for a hold. Mark Akiri, 6'6" sophomore. Sheffield gets it into Aberdeen, deep in the right corner. Uday comes out for the screen, goes baseline. Aberdeen pull up 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Orlando Christian Prep. Warriors on the move, taking it end to end is Brown, and he has a shot blocked by Uday right into the hands of Ramadan. His shot no good. Uday with another board. Ernest Uday, future Kansas Jayhawk, gets the pass back inside as he's cutting down the lane. Whistle, foul. Block is going to be called on Akiri. That is 2 quick fouls for the sophomore, Ernest Uday. The 6'10" senior will step to the charity stripe. He'll have 2 shots, 6:28 to play first half, 21-7. Dr. Phillips in control. Uday puts the first one up, high arcing free throw off the front iron. No good, he'll have one more. Orlando Christian Prep has hung back-to-back state championship banners here in this gymnasium. Dr. Phillips coming off their first in basketball. I believe they've got a pretty good shot to do it again. They look pretty good here early, 21-7 lead over Orlando Christian Prep. Ramadan works out top between the circles, gives it left side to Akiri. Down low, finds Lubin, spins baseline. Kicks it right corner, Brown 3, good. Isaiah Brown with a triple. He has 5 in the ball game, and it cuts the Dr. Phillips lead to 11. Aberdeen sets the offense under man-to-man pressure from Ramadan. Top of the key, Uday. Now to Kugel, back to Uday, wraparound pass, goes off his hand, into the arms of Aberdeen. He fires one cross-court backdoor to Casito, layup, no good. Tip back into the hands of Casito, puts it up, no good. Foul is called. Good work inside, keeping that ball alive from Ernest Uday, right back into the hands of Jonathan Casito. First free throw, no good for Casito. Second one on the way, it is good. (22-10). Panthers with the lead, Warriors with the basketball. Ramadan calls the play, works to the right side. Top of the key to Brown, looking inside for Lubin on the post, can't find him, back to Ramadan out top. Ramadan drives baseline left side, now dumps it off to Lubin, low paint. There's going to be a whistle foul, reach in. I believe they're going to get Casito. They are indeed. Jonathan Casito picks up his first personal. Team third. Ramadan looks to play it in, gets it to Brown. Quick 3, left corner, no good, off the iron, into the hands of Sheffield. Sheffield will work top of the key. Has a chance to go either way off a double pick. Now they'll go right side. Kugel drives baseline, cut on. Back out top, Aberdeen, another 3. This one's good. Aberdeen with his second triple of the ball game. He's got 8 points and extends the Panther lead to 15. Back the other way, Brown drives baseline. Probably got away with a little bit of a push-off, but the foul is actually going to be called on Casito, and that'll be his second quick foul. Brown had that forearm out. Casito went to the ground, but they're going to say Casito was moving and call the block. Quick entry pass to Brown, spins into the paint. One hand runner, no good. Rebound, Dr. Phillips, Aberdeen left side. Hesitation dribble, gets into the paint, tries to shoot the ball. It's blocked back into his hands, off to Sheffield, baseline, runner good. Great job by Sheffield to drive baseline, get into the paint, give himself an easy look. 27-10, Dr. Phillips. Ramadan works with the 5 count on, gives it up to Brown. Brown hands off to the other Brown. That was Isaiah with the 3. It's no good. Rebound, Dr. Phillips. Kugel drives into the paint, kicks it right side. Sheffield, the lefty, puts up a 3. It's no good. Uday with the rebound, right back to Sheffield. Thought about it again, but this time we'll swing it back to Aberdeen. Now to Kugel. He fakes the shot, drives in, kick out. Aberdeen, can he hit another one? Nope, this one's off the back iron. Rebound, Akiri for OCP. Aberdeen with 2 triples. Dr. Phillips has hit 4 as a team. 3:20 to play first half, 27-10. 17-point lead for the Panthers of Dr. Phillips. Ramadan's going to be left open for a three. It's no good. Rebound weak side, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Dr. Phillips. Casito went up for the rebound, had it knocked loose. Checking in for the Panthers now is Carter McDowell, number 13. And let's see. Gonna be at Kugel, McDowell, Casito, Sheffield, and Aberdeen. In for OCP. Back in. I'll give you the number here in just a moment. As we look at Aberdeen, out top of the key, gives it to Kugel, left side on the wing. Waves off the screen. 2:44 to play first half. Drops it off for Aberdeen again. High post for McDowell. Kugel gets it back from Aberdeen, top of the key, falling away three, no good. Rebound underneath by Hastings, tries to lob it up over the top, tipped up in the air and grabbed by Casito. Dr. Phillips with another steal. That is turnover number 7 against OCP. Dr. Phillips with only 1 turnover here in the first half of play. Casito will give it to Sheffield, back to Kugel on the left side, gets a screen from McDowell. Great return pass. McDowell takes it up against Hastings. Whistle, foul. Isaiah Hastings will pick up the personal. That'll send McDowell to the stripe. Second foul for Hastings. 6th team foul for OCP. Carter McDowell is 6'6" sophomore. First free throw is up, and it is good. They'll have one more as Uday checks back in for Dr. Phillips. McDowell's second free throw is in the air, and it is off the mark, but Uday collects the offensive rebound. Gives it back out top. Sheffield drives into the paint. Left side to McDowell. Cross-court pass to Aberdeen, keeps his footing. Gives it to Sheffield in the right corner, back to Aberdeen, and Dr. Phillips will reset the offense. I like the patience offensively for Dr. Phillips. They don't seem to rush anything. They go through the progressions, let the play develop, and here's a whistle foul underneath as Akiri's going to pick up another personal as he was battling with Ernest Uday. That's going to be foul number 3 on Mark Akiri, the 6'6" sophomore. That'll send Ernest Uday, the 6'10" senior, to the free throw line again. University of Kansas commit. The score remains 18-point lead for Dr. Phillips, 28-10 after the missed free throw for Uday. Ramadan will set the offense, gives it to Lubin. And we've got a whistle and another turnover against OCP, number 8 in the first half. Akiri checks out, and Hassani Rivera, 6'8" junior, checks in for OCP. First time we've seen him this evening. Minute 10 to play first half. Kugel, top of the key to Uday. Over to Aberdeen, back inside. Kugel, right side on the baseline, about 18 feet away. Tries to spin baseline, loses the handle, saves it. Great save. That ball was headed out of play. Step back, dribble, 3, no good. Uday, another offensive rebound. Dr. Phillips, another opportunity. Great no-look pass to Aberdeen, slashing through the lane for an easy 2. They passed the ball very, very well. Brown with a wide open look. No good. Weak side rebound. Isaiah Brown makes space, up and under, layup good. Isaiah Brown with 7 points, 5 of which coming here in the second quarter. 30-12. Dr. Phillips with the lead and the ball. 15 seconds to play here in the first half. Down low, left side to Uday. Back out top, Kugel. They'll reset with 8 seconds. Uday's out there for a high screen at 4. Over to Aberdeen, 3 on the way. No good, off the mark. Rebound to Isaiah Brown. And that'll be the end of the first half of play. Our score, Dr. Phillips 30. Orlando Christian Prep held to 5 points in the second quarter. They finished the first half with 12. All Panthers here from the showdown in O-Town. Back in a little bit here on the Varsity Sports Network. Welcome back into the Varsity Sports Network's coverage of the showdown in O-Town. I'm Bobby Allen. Appreciate you tuning in. This marquee matchup between Dr. Phillips and OCP is currently being controlled by the Panthers of Dr. Phillips. They lead at 30-12 as we start the third quarter of play. Dr. Phillips led by Denzel Aberdeen, the 6'4 senior, leads all scorers with 10 points in the ball game. He is headed to the University of Florida. Ernest Uday, the Kansas commit, left his presence in the lane, really clogging things up. As we talked about during halftime, big thanks to Ontavious McCullough joining me at the break to break things down. Turnovers are the big story. OCP with 8 first-half turnovers, Dr. Phillips with 2. And the Panthers of Dr. Phillips will start with the basketball here in the third quarter. It'll be Aberdeen, Slater, Uday. Also in the game, Jordan Tillery and Kugel, and there's an alley-oop to start things off. An easy finish for Ernest Uday. He's got 6 points. Dr. Phillips increases their lead 32-12. A lot of shocked people in this gymnasium right now. Here's a quick 2 answer for A.J. Brown. He's got 7 points. 32-14. Aberdeen will bring it up left side of the floor, crosses the timeline, picked up by Ramadan. Fires it right side to Slater, gets a screen from Kugel. Backdoor lob for Kugel. It's tipped in the air, ball loose on the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by the Warriors. It'll stay with the Panthers. Jordan Tillery hobbling just a little bit, may have cracked knees inside there on that lob attempt as he went up high to try to keep it alive. Aberdeen over to Kugel, left side, gets a screen from Tillery. Ball goes out top now to Slater. Back to the right side, Aberdeen. Kugel top of the key, thought about a 3. Hands it off to Slater. Pass to Uday out top. Back to Kugel on the right. Tries a jab step to get into the paint, now backs it back out. He'll drop it down, post, right side, Uday. Working on Hastings, Uday goes baseline. They're gonna call an offensive foul and say he lowered his shoulder when he spun baseline. Uday's first personal foul. He does really well staying out of foul trouble, at least he has tonight. As well as he's played on both ends of the floor and managing the paint. Ramadan walks it out between the circles, guarded by Aberdeen. Hands off to Isaiah Brown. Brown looks inside, now retreats back toward midcourt. Goes left, now goes behind the back, splits 2 defenders. Off balance shot is up, no good, but a whistle is blown. Brown will go to the line for 2 free throws. Foul is going to be called on Denzel Aberdeen, his first. Second team foul in this second half already for Dr. Phillips. 6:15 to play in the third. Isaiah Brown, the lefty, puts the first free throw up. It's no good. He'll have one more. Again, it is standing room only here at Orlando Christian Prep. It's about 10 row of bleachers underneath your camera view right now that are absolutely packed. The end zone's packed, and there is a crowd of people standing down to our right, waiting to get a seat if possible. 32-15. Isaiah Brown goes 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Dr. Phillips will set the offense. They'll go inside to Uday. Manages to keep it alive, but he stepped on the baseline. And are they going to say it was last touch by OCP? It didn't look like it, but that's the call. Dr. Phillips with a little bit of a gift right there. Aberdeen lobs it up top. Uday, one-handed attempt to finish it is no good. OCP back the other way. Ramadan right baseline. Pull-up runner, one hand, no good. Off the iron. Hastings with an offensive rebound. Put back, no good. Casito pulls down the rebound for Dr. Phillips. Aberdeen brings it up left side of the floor. Flips it to Kugel. Kugel holds the ball, working on Isaiah Brown. Drives baseline, has it knocked out of his hand. Last touch by Kugel. It'll go to OCP. .5:20 to play here in the third. 32-15, all Panthers. Brown works it to A.J. Brown left side. Drives in under the basket, puts up a shot, no good. Follow-up dunk is good on the offensive board by Jaden Hastings. Hastings' first bucket of the game, the 6'10 junior. Kugel on the left side, back out top, Uday. Now to Aberdeen, pull up three, right side on the way, no good. Good rebound for Isaiah Brown. Brown finds Ramadan, left corner. Spins away from pressure by Casito, fires it cross court. A.J. Brown, he gets baseline, fadeaway 15-footer, good. A.J. Brown with 9 points in the ball game. It's 32-19, and now Dr. Phillips wants to call a timeout as we've seen a little burst of offense from OCP. We'll take a break with them. Back in a moment here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Little one, you're gonna grow, and then you're gonna go. Now I'll be waiting, waiting for you back home. So many little things I wanna say, but I know, yes I know you'll be okay. I know, yes I know you'll be okay. Yes I know you'll be okay.
And welcome back into the Varsity Sports Network here from Orlando Christian Prep High School. Coverage of the showdown in O-Town. I'm Bobby Allen. Appreciate you tuning in. 4:28 to play here in the third period. Dr. Phillips 32. Orlando Christian Prep 19. Score was 30-12 at the break. And to start the third here, OCP has gone on a 7-2 run. Found a little bit of offense that was lacking in the first half and have cut into this Dr. Phillips lead. Panthers with the ball. Kugel goes right side to Aberdeen. Back to Kugel between the circles. Now he'll dribble left, gets a high screen, decides to fire a three instead. Off the mark, no good. Ramadan with the rebound. He'll push tempo. Gets it right down the middle of the lane, drops it off to Lubin, takes it up. Shot partially blocked, but a whistle and a foul. Then Alan Lubin, the Notre Dame commit, will go to the free throw line. Foul is going to be on Ernest Uday, his second personal. Third team foul here in the second half. Lubin's first free throw off the back iron, no good. Lubin yet to score in this contest. Second free throw up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound fought for and picked up by Uday. Tough rebound in traffic underneath for the future Kansas Jayhawk. Under 4 to play in the third. 32-19. Dr. Phillips with the lead and the ball. Slater and Aberdeen work out top. Now left side to Kugel. Uday posting up. They'll swing it back out top to Aberdeen. Again, Dr. Phillips very patient on offense. They let things develop and try to find the best shot possible. You will not see a rush shot, or at least we haven't yet. Casito off to Slater. Cross-court pass, Kugel on the left wing. 5 counts on, he'll give it to Uday back in the right corner now. Slater again with it. Top of the key, Casito. Off to Aberdeen again, just left to center. Working on Ramadan. Crosses between the legs. Now backs up as the 5 counts on. Gets into the paint. Fakes the pass. Shot in traffic. Up and good. And the foul. Foul is going to be called on Ramadan. And Aberdeen with an opportunity at a 3-point play. Free throw up. Free throw is good. Giving 13 to lead all scorers. It's 35-19. Dr. Phillips in control. Ramadan works right side to Hastings. Knocked over to Lubin. Gets into the paint. Whistle. Offensive foul. Vin Allen Lubin cannot get going tonight. Credit Dr. Phillips' defense so far. Second team foul in the second half for OCP. And the Panthers have the ball again. Aberdeen works with Uday to Casito. Now we're going to have a whistle and a foul called offensively away from the ball on Dr. Phillips. They're going to get Slater. OCP with another shot offensively. Hastings at the elbow, right side, gives back to Lubin, now to Ramadan again, left wing. Out top, Isaiah Brown splits 2 defenders, takes an extra step. Travel is called. Turnover number 10 against Orlando Christian Prep. It's been another big story this game. Not only can they not find quality offense, but they're turning the ball over way too many times. Here's Aberdeen for Dr. Phillips. Works on the right wing. Back out top, Slater. Left wing now to Kugel. Top of the key, Casito. Open 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by Ramadan. He's going to push the pace. Gets into the paint, back out to Isaiah Brown. Dumps it off low block. Hastings loses control, gets it back. Still has it on the baseline, but he needs help. And OCP is going to have to call a timeout. We'll see what it's going to be. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a break with them. Back in a moment here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Little one, you're gonna grow, and then you're gonna go. Now I'll be waiting, waiting for you back home. So many little things I wanna say, but I know, yes I know you'll be okay. I know, yes I know you'll be okay. Yes I know you'll be okay.
Focus on the finish. Pursue a dream. Dance to your own beat. Celebrate a comeback. Play just for fun. Inspire a passion. Strengthen your friendships. Leap into the future. Life is full of motion. We're here to keep you moving. Choose the name you know. Choose Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
And we'll get back into the Varsity Sports Network here from Orlando Christian Prep High School. I'm Bobby Allen, and you're watching the showdown in O-Town, fourth and final quarter. About to begin here in this, what was billed as a marquee matchup between Dr. Phillips and Orlando Christian Prep has turned into a Dr. Phillips showcase as they lead at 35-19. OCP managed a little more offense in that third period with 7 points, but that's it, as they have struggled on the offensive end. Here's Lubin, has the ball knocked out of his hands, loose on the floor, battle for it, picked up by Kugel. He'll dribble up the floor, lob to Uday, and it's off the mark, but into the hands of Kugel on the weak side. He spins baseline, goes up for the dunk, but he traveled. Turnover number 6, that would have been a Sports Center top 10 had he nailed that as Uday went back door. Ramadan works right side, A.J. Brown. He'll work on the top against the 2-3 zone from Dr. Phillips. Back to Brown, left corner, 3 on the way. It's going to be long, no good. Rebound by Lubin. Lubin backs in, puts it off the glass and in. His first score of the ball game. The future Notre Dame player. 35-21. Sheffield works out top against Ramadan. Gets a screen from McDowell. Gives it to McDowell. Now over to Kugel on the right side. Goes between his legs. Tries to get baseline. Whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on the floor. It's going to be called against Isaiah Brown. It's going to be his second personal. Team third here in the ball game. Kugel drops it in backcourt for Aberdeen. He'll walk it across the timeline. Gives it to Uday, back to Aberdeen, long 3 left wing on the way, and it's good. That young man is a shooter. The Gators are getting a good one. It's his third triple of the ball game. Here's another turnover from Orlando Christian Pratt. Sheffield into the paint, out to Kugel, drives inside, shot off the glass, good on the foul. Ramadan will pick up the personal. Nope, they're going to call it offensive. No, I'm sorry. One official called it one way, but it is going to be an opportunity to 3-point play for Riley Kugel. So Kugel will have an opportunity at a 3-point play. He'll be headed to Starkville, Mississippi, as he is committed to Mississippi State. Sinks the free throw, completes the 3-point play, has 6 points in the contest, and it's 41-21. Dr. Phillips in control, 6 minutes to play. Over to Isaiah Brown, got away with possibly a travel, gets into the paint, floater up, no good. Tipped out ahead to Sheffield. Uday following, he has it knocked out of his hands, out of play by OCP. It'll stay with the Panthers. Ernest Uday, number 21, the 6'10 center for Dr. Phillips. Probably one of the better floor runners that I have seen at the center position in quite some time. He gets up the floor and a lot of times is rewarded for that. Now there's going to be a little moisture on the court. They're going to address down underneath the basket as Dr. Phillips will set the inbound play. It'll be Aberdeen to play it in. Lobs it in easily to Uday. Back to Aberdeen. Step back 3 right side. This one's off the mark. Rebound Isaiah Brown for OCP. Up ahead to Ramadan. He'll bring it up the right-hand side with 5.5 minutes to play. High post to Lubin, spins into the paint, goes up, and one-hand dunk. Strong finish for Vin Allen Lubin. 41-23. Lubin has 4 points in the game, all 4 coming here in the 4th period. Top, Ernest Uday with it, gives off to Kugel. Back to Aberdeen, he'll drive baseline, fires it cross court. Sheffield will try a 3, and it's good. Mason Sheffield with a triple. 6th 3 of the ball game for Dr. Phillips. And they extend their lead back to 21 at 44-23. Ramadan gives it right side to Lubin. Spins down in the low block. Double team comes. Fires it out to Brown, now to A.J. Brown. He'll try a three, no good. And again, Uday tips it up in the air, keeps it alive, and Dr. Phillips comes down with the rebound. Kugel to Aberdeen, left corner, back to Kugel, to McDowell, now to Uday, trailing the play between the circles, and they'll hold it. Again, showing that patience offensively. They do not take wild shots at all. Aberdeen spins away from a double team, gives it to Kugel, and he tries to lob it over the top on the baseline to Ernest Uday, and it goes out of play. Turnover number 7 against Dr. Phillips, and they're going to call a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. I want to thank everybody tuning in for tonight's broadcast. This big game here between Dr. Phillips and OCP, and Dr. Phillips has been in control from the tip. They led it after the first quarter, 21-7. They led it 30-12 at the break, and they led it 35-19 after 3. Currently 44-23 in favor of the Panthers. I also want to thank our producers, Dee and Ontavius, and our camera personnel, Matali and Marcus, for all their hard work tonight. Wouldn't be possible without the folks that are able to produce what you watch. So coming out of the timeout, it'll be OCP basketball. Lubin, Ramadan, A.J. Brown, Isaiah Brown, and Hastings on the floor for OCP. For Dr. Phillips, it'll be Aberdeen, Sheffield, Kugel, McDowell, and Uday. A.J. Brown splits 2 defenders, takes it to the rack. Right-hand shot's good, under pressure from Uday. Tough shot for Mr. A.J. Brown. He's got 11 points. He leads OCP. A.J. Brown headed to Ohio University. He'll be a Bobcat next season. Low post pass down to Ernest Uday. Working on Hastings, gets into the paint, wraparound shot, no. Hastings pulls down the rebound. Gives it off to Ramadan. Ramadan floats to the right-hand side. Back out top to Lubin. Cross-court pass to Brown. Now to Isaiah Brown deep in the corner. Gets into the paint. One-hand runner with the right hand is good for Isaiah Brown. He's a lefty, and that was a tough shot coming left to right into the paint. 44-27. Dr. Phillips with the lead in the ball. 3:07 to play here in the contest. The showdown in O-Town. Here's a long three left side, Aberdeen. It's off the mark. Hastings pulls down the long rebound. Off to Ramadan. He puts on the pace, takes it to the rack. Maybe partially blocked by Kugel. Dr. Phillips comes away with it. Kugel end to end, goes up for the one-hand tomahawk, no good. Rebound Ramadan. He'll take it behind the back, trying to find A.J. Brown. It'll fall into the hands of Dr. Phillips again. Off to Aberdeen, underneath Kugel. It's stolen right back. OCP on the break. Ramadan, pull up three left side, good. Amir Ramadan with his first bucket of the game. It's a triple. Our score is 44-30. Another 30-second timeout called. We'll keep it here. What a wild series that was. Back and forth, turnovers each way. An attempted SportsCenter top 10 by Riley Kugel. And finally ends with an Amir Ramadan three from the left wing for OCP. Ramadan's first points of the night come here in the fourth quarter. A.J. Brown leads OCP with 11 points, followed by Isaiah Brown with 10. On the other side, it's Denzel Aberdeen, the Florida Gator commit, with 16 points. He leads all scorers. Followed by 7 from Jordan Tillery. Dr. Phillips will have the ball. They'll work length of the floor out of the timeout. Kugel gets it into Slater. Goes right side to Ramadan. Cross-court pass to beat the break. Over to Kugel. Kugel working on A.J. Brown. Now they'll swing it right side to Aberdeen. letting their offensive play call progress here. Slater right side. Now they'll swing it back to the left. Looking inside for Uday. He's working the left block at the moment. And now OCP is going to turn up the heat. Double team comes back over to Aberdeen. Now to Slater again. Cross court pass into the corner right side. Kugel, and they're just playing a little keep away at the moment with 1:45 to play in the ball game. Here's Sheffield into the paint. Flip shot. No good. Rebound Hastings. Up ahead to Isaiah Brown. Fadeaway three. No good. Off the mark. Rebound Slater. And into the hands of Aberdeen. Back to Slater as OCP turns up the three-quarter court pressure again. Aberdeen splits two defenders and a whistle foul. I believe they're going to get Isaiah Brown, and they will indeed. That's going to be Isaiah Brown's third personal. They've got fouls to give, so Dr. Phillips will have it on the sideline. Slater tosses it in backcourt to Aberdeen, pressured by A.J. Brown. Fires it up ahead, right side, Sheffield. Splits two defenders to Kugel. Back to Aberdeen inside the midcourt stripe, and now back to Slater. He gets around his defenders, playing a little keep away. Ball tipped into backcourt, picked up by Aberdeen. Almost tipped away again. Aberdeen with a stellar job to get away from three defenders. Into the hands of Sheffield. Now a whistle foul. It's going to be on Hastings. That'll be his third personal. It's a 14-point lead for Dr. Phillips, but they have led by 20 plus pretty much the majority of the ball game. And have held the ball in their last two or three offensive possessions. Ball into backcourt to Aberdeen, and he's going to be fouled from behind as A.J. Brown tried to hustle down court to tip it away. And now we will see some free throws with 1:03 to play. A.J. Brown will step to the stripe. No, I'm sorry. Aberdeen will step to the stripe. A.J. Brown with a personal. So Aberdeen is 1 for 1 from the charity stripe tonight. Had one free throw and a three-point play back in the third period. Chance for an easy one here. Dribbles down, shot is away, and it is off the mark. Ramadan sets the offense with 1 minute to play for OCP, trailing by 14. Quick pull-up three, A.J. Brown off the mark, no good. Ramadan with the offensive rebound. He'll try a turnaround jumper from behind the arc, and it is good. Ramadan with 2 triples here in the fourth quarter, and they have cut the lead to 11, and it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them back in a quick moment here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Little one, you're gonna grow, and then you're gonna go. Now I'll be waiting, waiting for you back home. So many little things I wanna say, but I know, yes I know you'll be okay. I know, yes I know you'll be okay. Yes I know you'll be okay.
And we'll get back into the Varsity Sports Network here from Orlando Christian Prep. Showdown in O-Town on Bobby Allen. 47.2 seconds remaining here in this final game. Dr. Phillips leads OCP 44-33. Dr. Phillips will have to go length of the floor. OCP turning up the pressure as they have cut this lead, which once was about 22 down to 11. As Dr. Phillips has really put the brakes on for about the past 2 or 3 minutes offensively, and have allowed Ramadan for OCP to hit back-to-back threes. Sheffield will go to the stripe here for Dr. Phillips, an opportunity to 1 and the bonus. First one up, first one good. Sheffield's got a good looking stroke. 6'3" senior. Isaiah Sutherland, the 6'5 junior, is checked in for OCP as Sheffield misses the back end. 43 seconds to play. 45-33. Ramadan, long two as he was fading away. He is good. He's got 8 points. Here's Uday all alone, two-hand dunk. Another easy bucket for Ernest Uday. He's got 8, and it's 47-35. Three-pointer, left wing, no good. A.J. Brown with a big offensive rebound. Takes it out beyond the three-point line, gives it off. Sutherland with a fadeaway three, no good. Uday with a rebound underneath into the hands of Aberdeen of Dr. Phillips. Here's a breakaway. Slater to Kugel, knocked out of his hands on the alley-oop attempt. Foul's going to be against Isaiah Brown. And Riley Kugel will step to the strike. This Dr. Phillips team has good play at every position on the floor. They can handle the ball well as Kugel hits the first free throw. They shoot well, especially Aberdeen from behind the three-point line. They have good inside presence with the Kansas commit Ernest Uday. And Kugel, amongst others, can fly off the wings. Kugel misses the second one. Clock strikes 0. And this one goes final. They're going to count the final bucket from Isaiah Brown. And this one goes to Dr. Phillips. Final score, 48 for Dr. Phillips, 37 for OCP. We'll take a break, come back, close things out right after this. You're watching the Varsity Sports Network.
Little one, you're gonna grow, and then you're gonna go. Now I'll be waiting, waiting for you back home. So many little things I wanna say, but I know, yes I know you'll be okay. I know, yes I know you'll be okay. Yes I know you'll be okay.
And we'll go back into the Varsity Sports Network's coverage of the showdown in O-Town. I'm Bobby Allen, joined by Montavious McCauley here as this game goes final. Final score, Dr. Phillips 48 and OCP 37. And we'll get to the scoring in just a second, but you know, you and I can talk about how this game transpired. And much as you said happened in the city of Palms, Dr. Phillips goes out to a lead, and then they just kind of sit on it. And in this case, they were up as much as 22, 23 points, and all of a sudden we look up and it's an 11-point lead, and they act like they're up 50. And they can let one slip away like that.
The game was pretty much won the first 5 minutes of the quarter. We saw that.
Sure.
The intimidation factor, the energy was just so high for Dr. Phillips. OCP energy, their energy didn't match.
It really didn't. Mm-hmm. And you know, this is my first opportunity seeing Dr. Phillips play, and you know, hearing about all the you know, rev up to this game. It was really one-sided because I'm telling you, Dr. Phillips can play ball at every position. Their guards are good and solid.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Uday inside is an enormous presence. And like Kugel on the wing, fast, can leap, you know, creates, you know, that energy. They're just good at every spot.
They're very athletic.
Wow.
Everybody's very athletic, and they're fast. Their guards are quick.
Super fast.
Yes.
I imagine they're going to have a nice, healthy state championship run this year.
Absolutely. I see them repeating, definitely, for sure.
I definitely like to see a team that could beat them like they beat OCP tonight. I don't know that there's one out there.
This easily could have been a 40-point game.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
But great competition from both both teams, definitely.
Yeah.
And you saw the point guard from OCP start to get loose.
Yep.
We didn't see any jump shots the first half.
Nope. That's a great point. Matter of fact, he was scoreless through 3 quarters, ended up with 8 points, all coming in the fourth quarter off 2 threes and a made 2-point field goal. They just couldn't get anything established early. And like you said, it was over in the first 5 minutes, essentially.
Yes. Yes, with that energy, it was hard to really match that energy coming out of the first half, really.
Yeah.
I was glad to see some jump shots from OCP.
Yep.
And that opened up some opportunity, and you saw 48-38. So just imagine if they would have stayed with that jump shot.
I know.
It would have been a different game.
Could have been a very different game. We'll take a look at the individual scoring now. First for OCP. They were led by Isaiah Brown with 12. A.J. Brown with 11, 8 points for Amir Ramadan, 4 points for Vin Allen Lubin. They hit 3 3-point field goals in the game and were 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. And for the victorious Panthers of Dr. Phillips, They were led 16 points by Denzel Aberdeen, the future Florida Gator. 8 points for Ernest Uday, future Kansas Jayhawk. 7 points for Jordan Tillery. 7 points for Riley Kugel, headed to Mississippi State. 6 points for Mason Sheffield, and 1 point apiece for Carter McDowell and Jonathan Casito. Dr. Phillips knocks down 6 3-pointers, and they go 50% at 6 and 12 from the charity stripe. And you mentioned something at the break that was evident in the final scoring. You know, they had a lot of players in the scoring column here as opposed to just 5 for OCP. They ended up with 8 players in the scoring column, and that makes a big difference.
We did see a lot of free throws missed too as well
We
tonight.
did.
That could have been a big difference maker
Absolutely.
with this game too as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure those are things that the coach will address after this one. But it's been fun. We appreciate everybody tuning in here on the Varsity Sports Network. For our producer D, from Natali and Marcus, and for my man Ontavious McCullough, I'm Bobby Allen. See you next time right here as we bring you the best in high school sports. This is the Varsity Sports Network.
Focus on the finish. Pursue a dream. Dance to your own beat. Celebrate a comeback. Play just for fun. Inspire a passion. Strengthen your friendships. Leap into the future. Life is full of motion. We're here to keep you moving. Choose the name you know. Choose Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
Rent-A-Center now has tires. Time to get rolling in at Rent-A-Center. Choose from the best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, Ironman, and more. Drive away with quality you can count on. We have tires starting as low as $19.99 a week. Call us today at 407-880-1400 to start your order now. Drive safely away with a brand new set of reliable tires. Remember, there is no credit check needed at Rent-A-Center. Pricing and availability may vary by location.
Here at Chill Cryo Sauna, we help you chill out, literally. Using cryotherapy, this innovative treatment exposes the body to very cold temperatures, thus stimulating multiple health benefits, such as improving the speed of your recovery and your range of motion. Cryotherapy also can boost metabolism, as well as your immune system. And let's not forget, increase your strength while helping you eliminate pain. Here at Chill Cryo Sauna, we offer multiple services, including red light therapy and localized or whole body cryotherapy. A better, healthier you is just a phone call away. Call us now to book an appointment, and don't forget to ask about our membership programs.